Hello friends, I am Lalita Palange. Today we will cover the remaining part from the chapter number 7, that is radar fundamentals, and we'll see the remaining points, that is radar signal characteristics and the display methods for the radar. So first we'll start with the radar signal characteristics. So first characteristics we'll see related to the power, the average power. So average power is the power distributed over the pulse recurrence time. It can be computed using the formula average power is equal to peak power into PW divided by PRT. The energy transmitted by average power can be computed by multiplying average power by PRT. Since the energy in a set of pulse determines detection range, average power or energy provides a better measure of the detection range of radar than does peak power. The average power can be increased by increasing the PRF, by increasing the pulse width, or by increasing the peak power. The second characteristics is a pulse width. The pulse width or pulse duration of the transmitted signal is the time, typically in microseconds. Each pulse lasts. If the pulse is not a perfect square wave, the time is typically measured between the 50% power levels of the rising and falling edges of the pulse. So here it is the diagram which is showing the pulse. Now we'll move towards our the last part, display methods for the radar. So whatever the information we are receiving through the radar systems, that we are going to display it on display. So there are various types of display methods. That is A scope, B scope, E scope, F scope, then PPI, etc. So now here we will see the display method, that is PPI. The long form for the PPI is the plan position indicator. A plan position indicator or PPI is the type of radar display that represents the radar antenna in the center of the display. So here it is the center of the display with the distance from it and height above the ground drawn as concentric circles. As the radar antenna rotates, a radial trace on the PPI sweeps in unison with it about the center point. It is the most common type of radar display. So here are the two diagrams you can see. So this is showing the whole display for PPI. It is showing the sector PPI. This particular line is indicating the range, the radar range. Here are the targets. So this is an intensity modulation type system which indicates both the range and azimuth angle of the target simultaneously in polar coordinate. You can see this in the diagram. So here the demodulated echo signals from the receiver is applied to the grid of the CRT, which is biased slightly beyond cutoff. Only when blips corresponding to the target occur, a sawtooth current applied to a pair of coils flow. Thus, a beam is made to deflect radially outward from the center and also continuously around the tube at same angular velocity as that of the antenna. The brightness spot at any point on the screen indicates the presence of an object. The distance of the bright spot radiating outward from the center gives the radar or radar range or distance of the target from the radar transmitter, while the direction in which the spot deflects at certain instant corresponds to the direction of radar antenna at that instant. Thus, a map-like presentation is obtained in true relationship to the polar coordinates of the target scan. Normally, PPI screens are circular with a diameter of 30 cm or 40 cm long. Persistence phosphors are used to ensure that the PPI screen does not flicker. Scanning speed is rather slow so that various portions of the screen do not get dim between successive scans. The resolution of the screen depends on the bandwidth of the antenna, pulse width, the transmitter frequency, and diameter CRT beam. Now we'll see the next type of the scope, that is a scope display. So here the primary input to the A scope was the amplified return signal received from the radar which was sent into the y-axis of the display returns caused the spot to be deflected downward or upward on some models. Drawing vertical lines on the tube. These lines were known as a blimp or pib. The x-axis input was connected to a sawtooth voltage generator known as a time-based generator that swept the spot across the display, timed to match the pulse repetition frequency of the radar. So this A-scope display is the most popular of the detection modulation type display systems, which indicates the range of the target. Its operation is similar to its operation is similar to that of its operation is similar to that of ordinary CRO. A beam is made to scan the CRT screen horizontally by applying a linear sawtooth voltage to the horizontal deflection plates in synchronism with the transmitted pulses. The demodulated echo signals from the receiver is applied to the vertical deflection plates so as to cause vertical deflections from the horizontal line. In absence of any echo signal, the display is simply the horizontal line. A-scope display range versus amplitude of the received echo signal. The first blimp is due to transmitted pulse, part of which is deliberately applied to the CRT for references. In addition to this, there are blimps corresponding to ground clutter, grass noise, and actual targets. So, ground clutter is the echoes from various fixed objects near to the transmitter and from the ground. Then grass noise is an almost constant amplitude and continuous receiver noise, and the actual targets, these blimps are usually large. So advantages and improvements for the A-scope display are the range calibration could be fixed, say 1 kilometer per centimeter of a screen. So if you are seeing the 1 centimeter range, so at actual that would be 1 kilometer, or could have various scales with suitable switching for more accurate range determination of close target. In some radars, any section of the scan can be expanded to allow more accurate indication of that particular area. There are some limitations and applications of A-scope display are only the range, that is distance of the target, can be determined and not the direction of the antenna, as the antenna is generally indicated elsewhere. Since echoes return from one direction only are displayed. A scope presentation is suitable for use with tracking than the search of the antennas. So thank you.